Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm doing an overview on how well this knife has held up, and this knife is the Smith & Wesson CH0016 Bullseye folding knife. Now, how well this knife has held up over 30 days of continuous use, and what I mean by continuous is light woodworking and just opening boxes and cutting paper and sometimes even cutting tape, is, well, this knife has held up extremely well. As you can see, there's a little bit of the finish coming off from the light woodworking that I did, but as far as opening boxes and cutting paper, this knife, it just does it really well. Now, I've used this knife as pretty much a utility knife, so I haven't done any woodworking in the extreme area. The only woodworking I've done with this is made a lot, and I mean a lot, of fuzz sticks, and this knife actually does it really well. I don't know what angle the blade is sharpened at, but whatever it is, it's really good for making those fuzz sticks. I mean, the fuzz, well, hold on, let me explain to you what a fuzz stick is. It's basically just taking the wood and you carve up little flakes, and then you break those off and you put them in your tinder or your kindling. That's what a fuzz stick is. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It takes a really sharp knife to do that. You can't just do that with an axe or something like that. You have to have a really small set of degree of angle on your blade to do that. And when I started making the fuzz stick, I was really impressed on how light the fuzzes were, or the flakes were, for other words. They were really thin, and they just were, I'm at a loss of words to describe them. They were the best, it was the best fuzz stick that I've ever made, and I really can't explain why, except that the shavings were just so thin, and they caught a blaze really well because they were so thin. And that's really just attributed to the out-of-the-box sharpness that this blade comes with. I have not yet to touch the edge on this blade with any type of sharpening system. This is still out-of-box sharpness, and it is pretty sharp. I would show you how sharp it is on a paper test, but sorry, only one hand available, and don't get dirty thinking with your mind. I have another hand on the camera, of course. And really, the only thing that was wrong with the knife over 30 days of continuous use is there is tiny bit of back and forth movement on the thumb studs. Now, I did tighten them up a little bit by getting a little small wrench on this side and that side and turning them opposite directions. So on this side I turned it this way, that side I turned it that way at the same time, and that tightened it up a little bit. But I'm going to try to get a close-up shot and see if I can get you guys. Nope, still can't see it. You can see my fingers moving because you can really only feel it shift. You can't see it at all because it's very minuscule when it shifts. But that is literally the only thing that happened to this blade over 30 days of continuous use. It was loosening of the thumb studs, which is, in my opinion, not a big deal. If these ever fell off, I would take a big drill bit, I would drill a bigger hole, and I would just make it like one of those open, what are they called? It's kind of like what Spyderco knives look like. They would have that hole, and you put your thumb inside of that hole and just flick it open. That's what I would do if that ever fell off. Now, I did check each and every single screw on this knife on both sides. They have not loosened. The liner lock is still as strong as the day that I got it, and the blade alignment is still perfectly centered. So, as far as my recommendation for this knife, for the Smith & Wesson CH0016, well, I would recommend it to anyone who would want a EDC knife just as everyday carry around the city. If you're looking on batoning wood with this, or looking for an extreme, woodsman outdoor knife, this is obviously not it. It cost, let me check that real quick. See the cost of this knife. I actually forgot what I paid for it. It cost, well, right now it costs $9.16, and that's $9.16. I believe I paid $10 for it. But if you want to pay $9 for a knife that's going to hold up well out in the streets or doing light woodworking, I would seriously just suggest this knife. So anyways, that has been my overview on the Smith & Wesson CH0016 folding knife. So if you guys want to get it, I suggest it. Also, I'm going to be leaving a link to Amazon in the description. So I'll see you guys next time.